Hi everyone and welcome
to this week's madness that we call popcorn. And if you'd like to see why Chloe and I are now
new BFFs, stay watching the show after the final credits.
Go back!
Come on!
Back!
Yes! And welcome to Olivia, who will be introducing a series on local artists. That'll be starting next week.
Cool. And I caught up with Robert Hofmann and Dr. K from Desperately Young at Heart. They are showing at the Maj. Hey guys, we're here today downstairs at the Maj with the lovely Dr. K over it from the cabaret production Desperately Young at Heart. Thanks for being on the show today, Doctor.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. Please, Chloe, absolute pleasure.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a singing teaching academic and researcher into vocal technique.
Oh, wow.
At the Combined Universities Research Foundation, linking arts and technology, CUR flat. And yes, and I do all sorts of research there as well as teaching singing.
Okay, what other research do you do?
Well, I fortunately was awarded an interdisciplinary study grant, Chloe, between the departments of music, medicine and psychology. And it was to explore non-pharmaceutical methods to treat male erectile dysfunction.
Oh, okay.
Rather than submit a dry, boring journal paper, Chloe, we submitted a song to be used as music therapy.
Oh, fantastic. And have you got a little bit of that song you can give away to us?
Well, I have actually, but I must warn your viewers that, like pharmaceutical treatment, this song does need sexual stimulation in order to work.
Oh, okay.
But if, watching myself and Chloe, if something occurs, well, that's absolutely fine. That's a bonus.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Oh, when sex doesn't work, you might feel like a jerk. When sex doesn't work, it might just be a little quirk. Oh, of nature, trying to tell you and you and you that maybe you should try something new.
Fantastic. So that's going to be in the show?
Yes, it is in the cabaret show, quite correct.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. I'm looking forward to seeing the show. When is the show? When's it all happening?
What a wonderful question.
Yeah.
It's July 3rd and July 4th. That's a Friday and Saturday night. And it starts at 7:30 right here, where we are, in fact, at downstairs at the Maj.
Yeah.
And tickets are, of course, from Ticket Tech.
Yep, of course. And we'll put some links up for our viewers as well. And, of course, Doctor, you'll probably be going out after as well, hitting the town?
Oh, it goes without saying.
Yeah,
when one has
absolutely.
adrenaline after performing or even lecturing, one must exit it from the body.
Of course.
In some method.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, we look forward to it. Thanks again.
Thank you, Chloe.
We're now here with Robert Hofmann, the man behind Desperately Young at Heart. Thanks for being on the show, Robert.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me,
Yes,
Chloe.
well, I should be saying thank you for coming back on the show.
That's right, that's right.
That's it. So can you tell us a little bit more about Desperately Young at Heart as a production itself?
Sure. Well, it comes from the great song written in the 50s, I think, 60s, called Young at Heart by Carol Lee and somebody called Richards. Fairy tales can come true.
Yes, I do know
It can
that one.
happen. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. So this song is a link song. And there's 4 characters in the show, and they're all linked together by being involved with singing or singing teaching.
Okay.
And it's set at a singing teachers conference. Now, it's a musical comedy cabaret, satirising elements of singing as well as life in general.
Okay.
And the Desperately Young at Heart is something all the characters have in common. They're not quite young enough to need the advice to be young at heart, but not old enough to totally ignore it either. So they're in their 40s, right? A bit like me. So they're the desperately young at heart. You just feel in your 40s you have that last chance to experience what it's like to be relatively young.
So how long have you been doing the show Desperately Young at Heart?
I opened it last year. The world premiere was at Fringe World Perth 2014 when I won Best Cabaret WA. And then I was spurred on to do a second show with the same characters called It Ain't What You Do, It's the Ways That You Do It, which is obviously a title from Helmet. Now, the show I'm taking to Downstairs at the Madge and to Edinburgh Fringe shortly after that is called Desperately Young at Heart, but it's in fact a merger of the best parts of both shows.
Okay, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thanks, Chloe.
And yeah, we can't wait to see the show.
I can't wait either.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be.
How was that for your first interview? I remember my first interview.
And in important news...
Yes. Well, the government is at it again, making a tough career even tougher. So the MEAA, that's our union folks, sent a delegation of performers and crew to Canberra. Now, while the Arts Minister refused to speak to our delegation, the ALP and crossbenchers did talk to our reps. Now, we need to lock in support from the majority of senators to stop this change. They need to hear your stories, so make sure you tell Canberra why you support fair visa rules.
Yeah, that's right. Now, those changes the current government want to see could rule out paid work for Perth talent.
And speaking of Perth talent...
Smooth segue back.
Thank you. The Blue Room is taking submissions for their Fringe World Summer Nights play series. They're looking for anything experimental, weird, or just something with a good story. And the Revelation Film Festival opens on July the 2nd. You can get tickets now to events such as the opening night screening of The Last Cab to Darwin. I don't know why anyone would want to go there. Anyway. Or you can get tickets to Get Your Shorts On, the popular short film festival.
Cinefest Oz are looking for volunteers for their up-and-coming festival. Contact movie crew at cinefest.com for any applications.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does.
Have you ever been to Cinefest Oz?
No, I've never been.
It's so much fun. You have like a long weekend down in Busselton and the southwest, and if you do volunteer, you basically get to go to all the screenings and after parties for free.
Are you a wannabe game developer? Aren't we all? Well, FTI's new Oomph game funding campaign has got up to 10K up for grabs. Get your pitch in by July 23rd. And that's all from me this week.
And that's it from her. See you all next week. Dang, we forgot to promote Olivia's artist thing.
Yeah, we did. Forget.
Begin. Begin. Come on, back! Come on! Yeah! That's it! Come on! You can do it! Come on!
Come on!
Director,